In the aftermath of World War I, a complex web of political tensions, economic struggles, and unresolved grievances emerged. Rising nationalism, territorial disputes, and the punitive measures imposed on Germany under the Treaty of Versailles laid the groundwork for a new global confrontation. The world was on the brink of an even greater conflict, World War II. As tensions escalated, a series of events unfolded that would ignite the flames of war. Now, partners in history, let's dive into the impact of World War II on Poland. On September 1st, 1939, German forces launched a swift and brutal invasion of Poland, this marking the beginning of World War II in Europe. The Polish resistance was vigilant, but ultimately overwhelmed by Germany's superior military power and strategy. The invasion of Poland was served as a catalyst, prompting France and the United Kingdom to declare war on Germany. The world held its breath as war's reach expanded upon Europe. The German blitzkrieg tactics, characterized by lightning-fast and coordinated air and land attacks, stunned the world. France, once considered a military powerhouse, fell to the German forces in a matter of weeks. The fall of France had far-reaching consequences, as it left Britain as the last major European power standing against the Axis forces. With Europe engulfed in war, attention shifted to other theaters of conflict. On December 7, 1941, the Imperial Japanese Navy launched a surprise attack on the United States Pacific Fleet at Pearl Harbor, Hawaii. The act of aggression drew the United States into the war and marked a turning point in the conflict. The attack on Pearl Harbor galvanized the American people and unleashed a whole new level of determination to defeat the Axis powers. The war escalated into a truly global conflict, with battles raging on multiple fronts. The Battle of Stalingrad, fought between German and Soviet forces, became a critical turning point in the Eastern Front. Lasting from 1942 to 1943, this brutal, proctored battle witnessed immense human suffering and loss. The city of Stalingrad, strategically located on the Volga River, was fiercely contested by both sides. The battle was characterized by street-to-street fighting, with each inch of ground bitterly contested. The Soviet Union, under the leadership of Joseph Stalin, was determined to defend Stalingrad at all costs. The German forces, led by General Friedrich Paulus, were equally determined to capture the city. Despite initial success, the German advance was gradually halted and reversed by Soviet forces. Harsh winter conditions, lack of supplies, and the determination of Soviet soldiers turned the tide of the battle. In February 1943, the German forces surrendered, marking a major victory for the Soviets and a turning point of the war. The Battle of Stalingrad showcased the resilience and determination of the Soviet people and dealt a significant blow to the German war machine. On June 6, 1944, the Allied forces launched the largest amphibious invasion in history, Operation Overlord, famously known as D-Day. With meticulous planning and tremendous bravery, Allied troops stormed the beaches of Normandy, France, marking a significant turning point in the war. The Normandy invasion, involving land, air, and naval forces, aimed to establish a foothold in Europe and liberate the West Europe of Nazi occupation. The success of the Normandy invasion was a result of careful strategy and coordination among the Allied forces. Despite initial resistance and heavy casualties, the Allies managed to secure beachheads and push inland. The bravery and determination of these soldiers on D-Day showcased the Allies' commitment to defeating the Axis powers and restoring freedom and democracy to Europe. The Normandy invasion set the stage for a series of crucial battles that would ultimately lead to the downfall of the Axis powers. The Battle of Midway in June 1942 marked a significant turning point in the Pacific theater. The United States dealt a decisive blow to the Japanese Navy, halting their expansion and shifting the balance of power in the Pacific. The battle demonstrated the importance of naval superiority and showcased the resilience and strategic brilliance of the Allied forces. The Battle of Midway was fought mainly through carrier-based aircraft, with both sides inflicting heavy losses on each other. The United States, under the command of Admiral Chester Nimitz, managed to sink 4 Japanese aircraft carriers, crippling Japan's naval strength. The battle not only provided a moral boost for the United States, but also marked the first major Japanese defeat in the war. The Battle of Midway turned the tide in the Pacific and set the stage for the Allied island-hopping campaign. Amidst the chaos of war, the Holocaust, perpetrated by Nazi Germany led to the systematic genocide of over 6 million Jews and millions of others. The liberation of concentration camps by Allied forces uncovered the horrifying extent of Nazi autocracies. The world was confronted by the harrowing reality of the Holocaust, leading to a collective determination to bring the perpetrators to justice. The liberation of concentration camps such as Auschwitz, Bergen-Belsen, and Dachau exposed the world of unimaginable horrors and suffering endured by the victims. Allied soldiers, shocked by the emancipated survivors and the evidence of mass murder, documented the atrocities and provided support and care for those affected. The liberation of concentration camps served as a stark reminder of the depths of human cruelty and urgent need to prevent such atrocities in the future. The Holocaust and the liberation of concentration camps would forever shape the post-war world and inspire a commitment to human rights and justice. In August 14, 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on the Japanese cities of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. These devastating attacks led to Japan's unconditional surrender on August 15, 1945. Effectively ending World War II, the use of atomic weapons raised profound ethical and moral questions and forever changed the course of warfare. The bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki resulted in deaths of hundreds of thousands of civilians and destruction of entire cities. The devastating power of the atomic bomb was demonstrated in the destructive capabilities of nuclear weapons and the urgency to prevent their use in future conflicts. The surrender of Japan brought sense of relief and marked the end of the war in the Pacific. World War II had come to an end, but its impact would be felt for years to come. World War II reshaped geopolitical landscapes, transformed societies, and left a mark on human society. Its horrors and heroism continue to serve as a stark reminder of the consequences of unchecked aggression and the importance of global cooperation today. We reflect the sacrifices made and the lessons learned and the resilience of humanity in the facing of unimaginable adversity. The legacy of World War II includes the establishment of international institutions such as the United Nations, aimed at maintaining peace and promoting cooperation among nations. The war also paved the way for advancements in technology, medicine, and civil rights. These stories of courage, sacrifice, and resilience inspire us to strive for a better and more peaceful future. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please leave a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe and join us for the next video as we continue our journey through history on Partner in History.